Hello, welcome. My name is Laura, and today we are going to be diving into the second edition of the Dream Vision Tarot. Okay, so I'm super excited about this because I'm just super excited about it. It's very like, I love the box, first of all. I'm like, it also, because like it just opens like this. I'm like, I could turn that into like a little keepsake box, but I'm going to keep my tarot in it anyways because that's what I do. But I was like, I could just have that on my shelf because it looks so pretty. And I also have all my other tarot decks on the shelf. But like, I don't know, I just really like the box and I kind of wish I could get like another box just to have it. This is just like the little publisher card. So it comes with this super cute little tiny skinny guidebook, but again, so adorable. It talks about the creator on the back, and then it's all written in blue ink, which I love, and it is just very simple, straight to the point little messages, but from my little earlier flip through that I did yesterday when I first received it, I'm really enjoying it. It also has the degrees on it, so like if you work with astrology, like here for the Six of Swords, we have 10 to 20 degrees of Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. So I'm like, that's just a really cool, or like for, hold on, I just saw one here. So like for the Ace of Cups, it's like element water. And I was like, that's just a really cool. And so far, like my little brief, like looking at how the book is written, I really enjoy the guidebook. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point, but I feel like it does hold a lot of wisdom and magic. So I'm just going to tuck that off to the side. Okay, as I was saying, there is something about these cards for me that really drew me in, but also I was like, oh my god, I can't, like, no, I don't like them, but I do like them, but I don't. I decided to get them because what I've been doing lately is if I'm having this like really strong reaction to a card, whether I love it or I really hate it, I'm working with them. And it's interesting because, yeah, there's a couple of card decks where at first I've been like, oh my god, like, this feels like dark, or this feels like evil, or this feels scary, or something. And then I get them and I start working with them, and it's just like they work with my shadows so beautifully, and then they become like my favorite decks. So this deck, I sort of had not a full like, oh my god, that's terrifying or anything like that, because they're absolutely stunning and beautiful. But I sort of had this like, ooh, they make me slightly uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, I'm getting them. So this is the Dream Vision Tarot. This is the back. They are a little skinnier than like a regular tarot card, but they feel beautiful in my hand. They're nice and they're thick, but not too thick. They're flexible, but they're not going to like bend and rip. They're really beautiful. The edging on the edges, the blue, is absolutely gorgeous. The matte, oh my god, it's just such a beautiful presentation. Okay, then we will dive into the cards. So like I said, this is the second edition. So there is a first edition and a second edition. I don't think the first edition is available anymore. But either way, they are beautiful. I know the first edition had like the writing at the bottom. This edition, they have worked the titles into the cards. So as you can see, like the Fool is written right up there. And let's just dive into these. Okay, we've got the Fool. We have the Magician. We have the Magician, the High Priestess. See, they're kind of like spooky, but like not. Like they're so beautiful and they're so stunning. I love this Empress. Like she's just like, at first I don't even fully see the figure. I just see like the flower and like the stomach and the womb, and it's just like, ooh, there's something about this that just is so gorgeous. And then like these faces though, they're kind of like, they sort of gave me like the spooky vibe at first, but now they're very like, I don't know, I feel like this deck is very expansive. Like that's sort of what I bought it for, was like I knew it was going to like help me like expand beyond my current comfort zones, if that makes sense. So we have the Hierophant, the Lovers, and they're just stunningly gorgeous. And they also sort of give me sort of this like alien or starseed or other dimensional being vibe. And I love them. They're stunning and they're gorgeous, but they're striking, and again, they sort of have this thing where it's sort of like, this is one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, this Hermit, but they give me this vibe of like, I don't know, like I feel like they're very expansive, and I feel like they're going to push me out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense. So yeah, they're just absolutely, like this Hanged Man is just stunning. It was funny, so my mom and my future sister-in-law were over yesterday, So they both looked at it, and my mom loved it, absolutely loved it. And my future sister-in-law was kind of like, she's like, oh, they're kind of like, they're spooky, they're cool. So it's like, it's so interesting because I feel like this deck creates a lot of, like, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's not for everybody. And it's sort of like, sometimes I feel like maybe I'll pick it up and I'll be like, nope, not today. And then other times, like today, I'm like, okay, I need to do a reading with it. I will also say, oh, I love this moon card so much. Like, it's just like the moon in the sky with the reflection. Like, I just think that is so gorgeous. Like, it's stunning. Or like this sun card. Ugh. Okay. But again, yesterday I was like, these are kind of spooky. I'm like, why did I buy these? And then today I'm just like, yeah, these are them. Sorry, there's little like pieces of stuff on the back of them, but that's fine. All right, Judgment. I love it. It's really funny too because I was looking at this. I thought it was like a crowd in front of a stage, but I realized it's like the hands, the crowd, the souls, and that's like the trumpet. But it was just really funny because my first thing was like, I'm like, oh, they're at a concert, and I'm like, that's not what that is. That's not what that's depicting. The World, the Ace of Wands. I keep getting this card lately whenever I do readings. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and some of them have like the figures on them, some of them just have the hands. Like, I just find it such a beautiful deck, but it's also like, it's calling to me in this way that I'm just like, okay, I made the right decision by buying this card deck. Like, it's just stunning. Eight of Wands. And like, it's so cool too, because like Eight of Wands often has this sort of like the wands spreading over, but I'm like, this has like the new horizon, and I just love it. I just love it. Yeah. I didn't actually notice yesterday how the wand suits don't have a lot of people on them. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. I love the black cat on this one. King of Wands. Like, they're spooky, right? But I also feel like they have this like this quality of like, I feel like the messages that are going to come through are going to be very otherworldly and very expansive. Like, that's the one word for this deck that I have, is that it's going to be very expansive for me. Someone else might have a completely different experience with this. Someone else might look at it and be like, oh my god, this is like my dream world come to life, which I actually think, if I remember correctly from reading the back of the book, the author channeled these all through like from her dreams, and I'm like, that's so cool, I love it. Like, look at this. Like, it's so interesting. Like this one, like the cups are all like, the cups have a lot of the like the beings on them, and some of them are kind of spooky, but I like it. I love this Seven of Cups too. Yeah, they're just, I don't know, I really love it, and at the same time it makes me strangely uncomfortable, but it's a good type of uncomfortable. Again, it's that expansion. And they're just absolutely stunning. Like, they're absolutely, like, just the quality and the colors are just so beautiful. Yeah. Like, I love this Two of Swords. I absolutely love it. And, like, that's so beautiful. Like, that is so stunning. And you still get the idea of, like, the swords going through the heart, but it's not, like, stabbing into a bloody heart like it is on most cards. So I just find that beautiful. I just realized that was kind of out of focus. I hope that was in focus. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. The figures remind me very much of like an alien being, or like a starseed being, or like an otherworldly multidimensional being, or even just like souls, right? Like how we're sort of these like glowing figures that sometimes take on these human forms. I just find them very, I don't know. I like it. Again, I just keep repeating myself. I do that in all my videos. I always like choose like one word without even meaning to. I'll be like, this is so cool, or this is so stunning, or this is so beautiful. And today it's, this is so expansive. Should have like a contest of like in the in the comments, how many times do I say the word expansive? But like, look at that. It's just stunning. And spooky. They are spooky. But like not in like a Halloween sort of spooky, like in a, I don't know. This card I absolutely love. I just love this Two of Pentacles. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just love it. Yeah, they're just like really, really beautiful. Like this Five is just, All right, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, what your favorite card was. Do you understand what I mean by it's kind of spooky, but like spooky beautiful? And then the funny thing too is it's spooky beautiful, but then it has such bright colors that it's so welcoming and warm at the same time. Yeah, I feel like it has a lot to say, and I'm excited to find out what it wants to tell me. I love these two cards side by side too. Like, I just think that they're such a beautiful complement to each other. Okay. All right, so that is the full walkthrough. Cat hair on my hand. All right, so that is the full walkthrough of all the cards in all of their glory and all of their color and all of their beauty, because they're just stunning. Let's do a little shuffle and see how they shuffle, because they are on the thicker side. Excuse me, I'm not ready to talk to you. Thank you. It's like, we're already talking. There's also, my cat must have walked across my desk because there is so much cat hair. I can't see it, but once I start doing stuff, then it fluffs up. Okay. All right. They shuffle beautifully, yeah. They shuffle beautifully. They're not sticking together. Yeah, they're lovely. Okay, we like it. Oh, I was going to say one card for a reading, but we got two. All right, so we have the High Priestess and the Empress. All right, I love both of those cards. The only one little thing that I will comment on these, if you're like super picky, is some of the edging has sort of like gone onto the image, especially on the light ones. You can sort of see it bleeding, but I got over that very quickly. I'm very proud of myself too, because in the past that would have bothered me so much, and I'm like, no, I've gotten over it. It's just there. They're beautiful. It adds to their character. And it's one of those things, like when you are putting paint on a photo or like, right, on paper, it's going to sometimes bleed. So there is a little bit of a bleed at the top, but they're stunning and they're gorgeous, and I'm letting it be okay. Because yeah, like you can see it on some of the lighter cards. I don't actually know if that's picking up on camera, but anyways, that's the only little thing. If you're watching this and you're like, that's going to bother me, then maybe it's not the deck for you. But if you can let it slide, this deck is beautiful and so high quality, and just, I'm very, very happy with this. Yeah, I'm very, 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 very happy with this. Okay, let's read from the book to give you an idea of what the guidebook is like. So we have the High Priestess. Oh, look, they're both on the same page, obviously, because they're one after each other, but it's just nice. I don't even have to search for the other one. All right, so let's read in here. All right. The High Priestess, card number 2. The High Priestess is associated with the moon, increasing intuition, subconscious forces, imagination, dream, intuition, psychic ability, visions, feminine energy, and the feminine aspect of divinity. She also represents things hidden in darkness, which makes the energy represented by this card rather receptive. The Empress, card number 3, Venus. She embodies all the qualities of femininity, including inspiration, stimulation, nurturing, sensuality, creativity, and beauty. This card represents your nurturing maternal instincts as well as the natural world. She is able to balance her creative side with her nurturing and protective qualities. Her message is to nurture yourself and others and to flourish your creativity and abundance. Again, it's a short message. It's a sweet message. I like it. It's not something that I'm going to go into for like super, super deep dive in the guidebook, but honestly, I like it. It's cute. It's straight to the point. We approve. It's also just like really pretty with the blue writing, and it's just like, I don't know. I really like the guidebook. I'm like, it's so pretty. All right, that is everything. That's the full little like my first impression review walkthrough. Yeah, I'm going to play around with them and see how they read intuitively. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Ooh, okay, so we've got Ace of Swords. We've got the Devil. You know what? We're going to do this on camera just for fun. And we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is really interesting. I always say that, but it is. I like how it comes through. So, right away, just off the bat, just intuitively, this is coming through as you're being asked to bring forward a new way of thinking. This is your time to like face your demons, face your inner shadows, face those energies and the doubt that you're carrying, all the things that say that you can't do it. And this is going to lead you to move forward, to move on. You might also be going on actual move or an actual trip, or just this might also just be like the mental clarity that comes from no longer listening to your doubts and creating this whole new way of thinking and being. And what is this new relationship of thinking? What is it relating to? Okay, so heartbreak. This is relating to how you look at the world. And it's so funny because people say, or at least for me, when people say heartbreak, I automatically always think of like romance. But I feel like this is also very much, heartbreak doesn't have to be romance. Heartbreak can literally be you disappointing or betraying yourself. This can be heartbreak of society. This can be friendships. This can be family. This can be anywhere that your heart hurts. It can be hurting for the world. It can be hurting for anything. And this is definitely something that's coming forward of like, where are you playing out those old patterns? Where are you listening to those old shadows that are telling you that you're not good enough or that you don't deserve love? Because you do. You deserve love and you deserve to be supported. And this is asking you to start creating new neural pathways and new mindset shifts so that you can embrace love and you can bring love and you can give love and you can receive love and you can realize how lovable you are. And this is where you have the Six of Wands coming through, because on the other side of you listening to all of those inner shadows and inner doubts is this inner sense of celebration. This you celebrating everything that you do instead of looking for the bad, instead of looking for the negative. This is coming through as looking for the positive and really, really celebrating, really, really appreciating who you are and realizing that you are worthy and you are deserving and you have what you need. You have what you need inside of you. You have the power inside of you to bring this forward. And this moving forward and this moving into this new phase of your life is going to bring you these new relationships, okay? Because now that you're no longer looking for heartbreak in every single thing that you do, excuse me, there's another card coming through. Now that you're no longer looking for heartbreak in every single thing that you do, now that you're celebrating yourself and the situations that you're in, it's going to open up these new relationships for you, whether that be for work, romance, family. Just the way you look at the world is going to be shifting when you stop listening to the doubt in your mind, like the devil on your shoulder telling you that you can't have it or that the world's going to hell or whatever. It's like, no, it's like you get to co-create your reality and you get to find the things that make you happy and you get to have those now. They're not something that takes 5, 10, 15 years to achieve. You start bringing them in tiny little pieces and creating that in the here and in the now. This card also came out for you, which was the Seven of Cups. So there's actually a lot of opportunities around you. There's actually a lot of different things that are coming forward, but you're too clouded to see them, okay? You're focusing on the negative, so you're not seeing the positive. You're not seeing what's available to you. And by changing your mindset, changing the way that you view the world, learning to work with your emotions, because you have cups and swords here, right? So this is the logic. This is the emotion coming together to build something brand new, okay? Like literally, it's all swords and cups. This whole, oh, there's a wand. Never mind. I was going to be like, it's all swords and cups, but you do have that wand. So you do have that fire energy to create something new, and take that fire, and instead of having that fire be like a forest fire and like absolutely like annihilating everything, use that forest fire to annihilate those shadows, to light a match in the darkness and bring you that new horizon, bring you that light coming through, bring you that new doorway, that new gateway of emerging into this new life where you look for the good and you receive the good and you find the good. And that's not saying that you can't have negative thoughts. Like, it's not saying that you have to be like happy-go-lucky all the time, but take a look at the root cause of like, where does this come from? Where does this come from? And for some of you, it might be masculine energy or father figures with this Emperor, or this feeling like you're not supported, feeling like you don't have the safety that you need to look for the good. It's like, you're like, if I don't look for the bad, I won't be prepared for it. And it's like, but what if you prepared for good instead and just allowed yourself to shift your energy and allow yourself to know that you are safe and protected? And when danger is real, like when there is actual danger, like you can dress it, but it's like, really in this moment, take a look around you. Are you safe in this moment? And if you're not, what can you do to change that? And then you've also got this Knight of Swords. And this is, to me, this is really just striking through, again, those fears and those insecurities. And an affirmation that you can say to yourself is like, I am safe to be safe. Okay, I am safe to be safe. I am safe to enjoy life. I am safe to be loved. I am safe to, like, work with the affirmation of I am safe too. right? And just like see what that works with, but really, really start off with that I am safe to be safe, because I do feel like that's the energy. And this is coming around because this is going to be a whole shift of like, this is a shift of your whole life. Like this is a giant shift in perspective of you coming together and creating a whole new world for yourself, right? A whole new way of being, a whole new way of seeing, which means a whole new way of receiving, okay? We've also got Judgment and Queen of Cups to finish us off here. So what judgments are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to release? And what are you ready, like, yeah, it's funny, I think I said what are you ready to relieve, but it's like, yeah, what are you ready to relieve yourself of and surrender up to the divine, surrender up to your spirit guides, to your animal spirits, to like whatever it is that you believe in. Like, even if you just believe in love, even if you don't, like, surrender it over, right? It's like there's this huge message of like, I surrender and I allow the divine to fill in the blanks. I allow the divine to carry me and hold me, and whatever the divine means for you, like, figure that out for yourself. But this is the energy here, right? Like, allow it to surrender, even if it's like surrendering to Mother Earth. Like, oh, she is so powerful and she's so incredible. If you want to do a water ritual, just because you have so much cup energy, you could always like hold a glass of water. This isn't full, but like hold a glass of water, speak everything that you're releasing into the water, and then pour it into, release it to Mother Earth, or release it down your drain or wherever. And yeah, this is a coming together of emotional intelligence, and also like, it's funny, it's like emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, because it's coming through with this third eye here of you finding new ways to see the world and to follow your intuition, okay? But part of this is learning that your emotions are not the enemy, okay? Your emotions are not the enemy. They are actually guideposts. Your emotions are leading you where you are meant to be going. They are leading you on this path, on this journey, on this discovery, to find out what you need to know and where you need to know it. Okay. That's everything. I'm Laura. Thanks for watching. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if I was wondering, can I read these intuitively? Yes. Yes, we can. And that was a really cool reading. So there you go. Super, super fun. Super, 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 super fun. Okay. Mwah. I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. I always forget to say that. I don't even like saying it, but you know, it really does support the channel, and it really does support me. So if you enjoy these videos, or you enjoy these readings and you want to support me further, there is a link down below. And then you can also book a session if you want a session or anything like that. I do a little happy dance every time someone comes to me and says, hey, I want a session, I want to book with you. It literally just, it fills me up and it feeds my soul. So that was the unboxing and a reading from the deck, and then an intuitive reading from the Dream Vision Tarot. So that is that. And if it calls to you, I will leave a link down below. I don't receive anything for sharing these videos or linking them or anything like that. It's literally just me being excited and wanting to share and help you find what you are looking for. So thank you for exploring this deck with me. It was so fun to go through this together. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Talk to you later. See you next time. Mwah. Bye.